the right path, you teller.
They're retreating!
Announcement. The substation is now off limits to all citizens and enlisted men. Speak to a protocol officer if you require help.
You have met Miss Tanner. Trust no one. You should trust me.
They should just paint the boundary wall institutional green.
I just want some humbugs and airdrops, nothing fancy.
To think, I used to whinge about my hometown being born. I'd give my eye teeth to be back in Swindon now.
Keep the peace, Jimmy.
A new customer. How'd you do? Welcome to Wyndham Village. Pardon my curiosity, but how is it the soldiers let you in? Did you bribe them? And if you did, what with? There are saviours and protectors. Well, that's their story, any road. They came in when the government built them walls around the place. Don't think the plan was for them to get trapped in here, same as us, but here they are. Anyway, where are me manners, eh? I'm Morris Wick, owner of this establishment. Take a look at what I have to offer, if you fancy. Big explosion, that's what. I remember it woke the whole village. We were out in the streets, wondering what were what. I mean, with all them atoms and such like they have over there. The soldiers rolled in and told us we were fine, that there weren't no radioactivity to be afraid of. But then, in the next breath, they said we couldn't leave. Temporary quarantine protocol, they called it. Temporary, my hat. Look at them walls. Nowt temporary about them, is there? We had no choice but to take it on the chin. So we did. Well, most of us did anyhow. Well, it is what it is, isn't it? We have to carry on. There are mouths to feed. Listen, a word to the wise, eh? I'm here today not because I've learned to get by with the soldiers, but in spite of them. The village needs to stick together. The protocol is a curse to be born, not someone to sympathize with. How did... Well, been poking around in what's not your concern, eh? I don't have to explain myself to you. It's none of your bloody business. You're just as bad as the rest of them around here. Can't you see what's going on here? The protocol soldiers, the church, all carrying on like they know all the answers, when the truth is they know nought. Everyone says the folk in the woods are cracked, but they look like the only sane ones around here to me. They're trying to make peace with the world, not ruin it. Them scientists, the disaster, that weren't natural, their knows. Upset the balance of things. Nature's proper furious with us. We should make amends, shouldn't we? It's only right. But them soldiers would have me locked up for thinking that. Dangerous pagan sentiments, that arse of a captain calls it. If you've seen them out in Casterfell Woods, I know they might come across as proper nasty. But look, they say the earth speaks to them, and they listen. Now, folk have been saying there's a voice in the earth around here since the year dot. These druids, or whatever you want to call them, they say that's true. So, mayhap we should be listening to it too, eh? I want what's best for the village. We should be looking back to what's always been here. The army here tried to stamp it out, but their captain's a bloody southerner. What does he know about the north? Well, but maybe you're a tattletale for the vicar too, eh? Prying for secrets so he can hold 'em over me. Well, I won't stand for people who stick their beaks in where they're not wanted. Shut your bloody trap before you bring every nosy bastard in here. All right, look, just hear me out, eh? See, we're a rotten one, that un. Tattling folk out to the vicar so he can load it over us. She never had out on me, not till last night when she found that letter. Then she carried on like I'd thrown in me lot were old Hitler or summat. Called me a traitor, like I ever had any loyalty to the protocol lot. I'm no killer. Not born to it, but she were poison, that un, and so is Vicar. Summat had to be done. Him? My socks are holier than he is. We give our donations to the church, and in return he keeps the protocol sweet, or so he says. Truth is, he worms his way into people's lives, finds out about matters that won't sit well with soldiers, and holds them over us. Blackmail it is, pure and simple. Before it all went to hell in a cocked hat, I'd agree with you. But just look at the state of things here. If me sympathies like, if those were common knowledge with folk, it'd be the end for me, end for shop. And then where would the village be, eh? I'm not wicked, you know. I just have a purpose in life, that's all. Something better. But that Maisie, she were going to shout it from rooftops if I didn't pay to keep her and that vicar quiet. She had to go. And I had to do it somewhere Vicar couldn't just sweep it under the rug. He can't go running off to the captain when it looks like he might have blood on his hands. Please, I know what I'm asking, but let it go, will you? Give us that letter back and we can both forget all about it. I'll make it worth your while, I promise. What? And leave the village without a shop? I don't just run this place, you know. I find the supplies it depends on. Wyndham will starve. You can't make me leave. Mr. Baxter. Oh, you know about the state of him, do you? You don't leave me any choice. All right. I'll have a word with Iris. It'd be best we get him out before the soldiers find him.
This is a defense announcement. The substation is now off limits to all citizens and enlisted men. Speak to a protocol officer if you require access for a legitimate reason.
Hands away from any weapons, you.
slowly now. Come into the light where I can see you. Wait. You're not one of the scientific staff. Who the blazes are you? I know every face on the project, and you're not one of them. How did you know I was down here? I'm the one asking the questions right now. You were inside medical, weren't you? Inside the interchange. Just how did you get in there? They sealed the place tight. You found one. Just found a keycard. I believe you. It's so ludicrous that I searched to no avail. Will you just find one? Too ludicrous to be untrue. The interchange. Open again after all this time. Astonishing. I thought it was sealed for good, and its contents forever out of reach. But look, do you realize what this means? If you have access to the interchange, then we might be able to stop this nightmare before it spreads beyond the wall. If we don't stop it now, the infection will cover Europe in a matter of years. Eventually, the whole world will just be an endless garden of this foul stuff. We first discovered the growth at the Oberon site. I was one of the team assigned to study it. You know, first we thought it was benign, beneficial even, according to the early results. In our experiments, small doses of the growth in a purified form showed the most astonishing effect on cognitive capability. But it was not purified nearly enough, as it transpired. Its active agent was much more active than we realized. What it was doing to both our bodies and our minds all the while, it beggars imagination. We thought we held the future in a test tube. But all we had isolated was evil in its purest form. You can see why I must keep myself hidden away down here. Yes, it's under control, but I'll never be entirely free of it. Thanks to this apparatus, I found a way to inoculate myself, halting the infection before it could fully establish itself. If my colleagues had shown more faith in my line of experimentations, well, we wouldn't be where and what we are now. But look, we have so little time. I desperately need your help. I need you to go back to the medical facility, and this time, go deeper. All the way down to the quarantine level. Somewhere in there is a sealed cylinder. It's labeled Sample 1. Find it and bring it here to me. Do that, and I can promise answers. Answers and a way out of here. Here's my keycard. It will get you deeper into the medical section. Before you go, you should help yourself to a dose of my inoculant. There's one lying around here somewhere. If you ever encounter a thick area of growth, or are suffering from a potent strain of the infection, that stuff will ease the burden. It should give you a better chance of surviving infested areas. And with any luck, it will silence the voices in your head. Best of luck.
Protocol officer if you require access for a legitimate reason. Citizens of Wyndham, acts of insubordination or disrespect against the soldiers protecting you here are in essence treasonous and will be treated as such. Please, don't make us hurt you.
Not sure about you.
You are reminded that any building marked as sterilized is off limits prior to demolition. Trespass is a serious offense. You are leaving Wyndham, and the quarantine protocol is no longer responsible for your safety.
Huh? Something there. Let's just calm down, right? Come on then! Come out! Buddy here. I can't look. Bastard!
This is Joyce Tanner. Considering how things have gone since the convoy arrived, leaving this message is rather optimistic. But who knows? Maybe there's a Bard technician still alive, able to snap their fingers and give me access to this radio tower. Wretched thing has no power, and there's not much I can do from out here. Look, if anyone is listening to this, I found a place to camp. I'll include the coordinates along with this message.
alive.
Who goes there? You're stupid!
Another tower back up and running. Well done. I found bits and pieces on Oberon and the nuclear plant, but nothing conclusive yet. I'll keep digging and let you know if I find anything more. Good luck with the final tower.